Hey everybody, this is Matt Lopez, owner of Matthew Lopez Law. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. So, if you watched my videos before, you've been on my YouTube channel, you know that I post all these topical videos about celebrities, about athletes, and I try to keep things topical rather than boring videos about what to do if you've been arrested for a DUI or what to do if you've been arrested in general or blah blah blah. So I like to find real life stories, tell them a little, educate people a little bit about the law, and hopefully it's for some legal advice and then some entertainment purposes. I'm a licensed attorney in Arizona, so if this didn't happen in Arizona, don't follow my advice because I'm not licensed in any other state. But if it happened in Arizona, you can follow my advice to a T. Subscribe to my channel. If there's a topic you want me to discuss, mention it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to talk about whatever you want me to talk about. But I saw that Paul Pierce was arrested for a DUI a couple of nights ago in LA. And for those of you who may not know who Paul Pierce is, he was an amazing NBA player for over a decade with the Boston Celtics, and he was probably one of my favorite NBA players. But he was in LA. He was driving. He was on the highway, and there was a huge car accident, and the California Highway Patrol had to stop traffic, close down the highway while they responded to the car accident. And so it was closed. It's my understanding it was closed for like an hour or 2 hours. And so once they assessed the situation, they cleared up the accident, they opened up the highway, and the traffic started going. Well, all the traffic was going but Paul's car. So they went up to the car. They see Paul asleep in the car. They investigate for a DUI, and then they arrest him. I don't know anything more than that. I don't know if Paul did field sobriety tests. I don't know if Paul did a breathalyzer. I don't know if his blood was drawn. I don't know anything about it. All I know is he's been arrested in California for a DUI. Now, my firm is the largest criminal defense and DUI law firm in the entire state of Arizona. So on a given year, we'll probably represent about 700 clients for DUIs. And the way that we get cases dismissed and reduced is by doing the investigation of the case. And as soon as we're hired, what we'll do is we'll get the police report, we'll get the body camera, we'll get the calibration logs, we'll interview the police officer. We'll go through it with a fine-tooth comb to see exactly what we can do to get these charges dismissed or reduced. Now, Paul's a celebrity. I'm sure the guarantee has a lot of money, and he's going to hire a good lawyer, and hopefully that lawyer is doing his job or her job. And one of the things I always caution people against, for instance, we just got hired today by somebody who got a DUI last week and hired this law firm who also does estate planning or elder law or personal injury, whatever. And he said, I can tell that they don't know what they're doing when it comes to DUIs. So he hired us. Why? Because we do more DUIs than any other law firm in the state of Arizona. If you get charged with a DUI in any other state, I would say find somebody who only does criminal defense and DUI. In California, there's some celebrity lawyers. I know who they are. They may know who I am. I've just given our reputation in the Phoenix area. So I'm going to follow this case because it's really interesting. Paul, I'm a big fan of Paul. Usually they have a court date within about 30 days. So I'm going to look next week to see when he has that court date, and I'm going to follow it just to see what happens. So as it progresses, I'm going to do follow-up videos to let everyone know where it's at in the stage of the criminal justice system. So Paul, I hope everything works out for you. If I was your lawyer, what I would do is I would really hit hard on what's called an actual physical control defense. So making the argument that you weren't actually driving, you were using it sort of as a shelter. The car is a shelter because you were in traffic for 2 hours. I know I saw on his Instagram that he's saying, oh, I was asleep because it was late at night, and he's old. Well, you're not that old, Paul. I think you're like 2 years older than I am, which I don't think I'm old. But yeah, I mean, there's valid defenses there. You hire somebody good, they're going to be able to really flesh that one out and hit that defense hard and hopefully get this case either dismissed or reduced. It sucks that you're in the situation, but I know from experience that California is a lot more lenient on DUIs than Arizona. But if this was my case, that's what I would be doing. I'm sure your lawyer is going to be doing that. Paul or your team, if you're watching this and you want some input, reach out to me. I know DUIs like the back of my hand, and we've represented countless athletes in the past. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to follow up with this video. And again, if you like my content, subscribe. If you want me to talk about anything sports related, legal related as it relates to sports or athletes or whatever it is, leave a comment in the section below. But have a nice weekend, and thank you for watching. And Paul, I wish you all the best.